Most of us were brought up being taught by our parents to mind our own business. Certainly, when it came to strangers, even though there may have been times that when it came to our own friends or people that we knew, maybe we spoke too often or we got involved in their business. But when it came to strangers, there's no question that our parents always taught us to mind our business and don't get into someone else's business. Yet in Parshas Vayetze, we see the opposite is true when it came to Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov comes to Haran. He comes to the city that he's sent to by his mother, to his mother's hometown, after he's on the run from his brother Esav, who's trying to kill him and wants to kill him. And Yaakov comes to the center of town. He comes to the Be'er. He comes to the well. And he notices that there were Shlosha Edrei Tzon. There were three groups of shepherds who were gathered around the well. And Yaakov inquires of them and says to them, Vayomer hein od hayom gadol. He says to them, it's still early in the day. Lo eisei asef hamikneh. It's not time yet to bring the flock in. Hashku atzon ulechu. Go give the flock to drink and go back out there. Go back out to the pasture. And so they responded. And it's striking that they responded. Because we thought, and certainly where I was brought up, if you got into someone's business like that, you would be responded to in a very direct way and it wouldn't be pretty. And they respond to him by saying, Vayomru lo nuchal, we can't. Ad asher yeyasvu kol ha'adarim, until everyone comes together. V'galu es ha'eved mi'al pi ha'be'er, you see over there, Yaakov, there is a big stone on top of the well, and we all have to come together in order to lift it off, and then v'yishkinu hatzon, and then we'll allow the flock to drink. And so to take it even one step further, Rashi explains that the reason why Yaakov said this to these shepherds is because he saw them hanging around and he thought that they were done for the day. And he said to them, look, if you're hired for the day is not complete yet. You're going to be stealing by not finishing your work. And if the animals are just yours, then why are you ending so early? So Yaakov is really very intrusive. And the question is, why were the shepherds willing to listen and reason with him and offer him an answer as opposed to hurting him and chasing him away? So the Ponevezher Rav, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, explains the following, and it's a very powerful lesson for us, and that is, I skipped a pasuk here, because the very first thing that Yaakov says to these shepherds is the following words, Vayomer lahem Yaakov, Yaakov said to them, Achai me'ayin atem, my brothers, where are you from? Vayomru mecharan anachnu, and they responded, we are from Haran. In other words, Ponevezher Rav says, if you want to engage with people, why don't you treat them that they're like your brothers? Yaakov Avinu said, Achai me'ayin atem. He said, Chevra, where are you guys from? He didn't come with them with a critical eye, trying to knock them down. He came to them trying to engage them, trying to be friendly to them. And since he was able to see that they responded to his friendly gesture, to his friendly word, to his friendly conversation, they were able to respond to him in a way which was positive. So in turn, Yaakov Avinu was able to give them a little bit of musar. In the end, we know the rest of the story. Yaakov sees Rachel, and when he sees Rachel, he has his tremendous energy, his power, and he lifts the big stone off by himself, and then the rest, as we say, is history. But the lesson for us is that if we want to engage with people, even if we're frightened, even if we're scared, the way to do it is to look at them, to speak to them with respect, to make them feel that we're not looking at them in a negative fashion, but we're looking at them as our brothers, as our sisters. Achai me'ayin atem. And in our lives, how many times do we look at someone and we check them out before we approach them? We judge them. We even contemplate whether we think not only is it safe to approach them, but is it safe for us emotionally to be able to approach them. If we strive to look at the positive in people, if we strive to look at them as if we're connected with them, then ultimately we'll be able to have more nachas ruach, to have a more positive experience when introducing ourselves to other people for the first time and engaging with people that we're not always familiar with. Thank you for listening and have a good Shabbos.